stuck in the moment. This feeling's got us flying so high. Nobody really knows where they're going, but as long as we are here, we are right. Free from all the pain, from all the sorrow, free from all the rain, 'cause there will be tomorrow. Nobody really knows where we're going, but as long as we're here, we're going wild in this moment.
Hello everybody, how are we doing today? Pause Farms in before I get into it. There we go. Game's eventually going to decide. There we go. So we're going to continue on from what I was doing in today's video. Get mixed up because I record on one day, upload the next. We're going to continue what we're doing in today's video, bringing the horse and the cart and the bales and the magic water buckets over to the main yard. Then we'll get onto some actual work. Liliana's Dal, me, Addy Boo, Ryan Wilson, Joran Wigger. Ooh, funky shadows are happening. Does the horse work with the gearbox? What good Lord Faye? Hello Brendan and Matthew. YouTube seems to be having a bit of a time at the moment. It doesn't like me. It doesn't seem like notifications have gone out at all. Streamotron was slow. Do I remember you? Yes, I do, Fenton. You're the guy who keeps getting timed out for asking if I remember you. Yes, that's how a horse works! I need to fix my wheel real quick. Hang on. Because that's working again. It is. I got it working. How did this... No, that's decidedly no. No. If I tab over here and then tab back to the pony, we're good. Oh, maybe not. It doesn't. I think I broke it. I think I broke the pony. Nope, we're off again. Try TARDIS. Not with stuff strapped down, I won't. Trust me to manage to break something within 10 minutes of starting. Like, that's actually an impressive level of stupidity. I haven't got tomorrow's video recorded yet because I am wonderfully bad at YouTube. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun day for me. So let's get this up to where I'm gonna need the food, and then I get to figure out how on earth I fill those things. Hello, Benji. How am I today? I'm good. I'm good. I had a toasty for breakfast. The toasty that I didn't have last night because I had soup instead. It was delicious soup. I don't know what kind of soup it was. It had like 5 or 6 sachets of different things in there. This is totally realistic farming. Riding a horse over to fill some stuff. Is this gonna magically like do a thing, or do I need to... See, this is where I get really confused because I don't know how any of this works. Do I, like, grab the hay and put it in? I'm guessing this thing's just magically infinite, isn't it? If I pull the horse back... and then get it to, like, spin around here... Yes, it's just magically infinite. I didn't need the water buckets or anything. Oh, dang it. Oh, well. The horse can live there. So we are going to do a thing. I don't know what thing we are going to do. There's nothing... Really, there's stuff here to be done. Just make sure this is all kosher. Over here. You can go over there. And you can go over there. And... Oi! You can go over there. Is that going to do anything now? Or is it completely done working? It's done working. Good. What am I up to in the stream? Yes. Good question, because I have no idea. The Valtra. I asked a question in today's video and nobody bothered answering me. What tractor should I get rid of? Should I get rid of the Valtra, the T6? Or the T7? Or the Magnum? Or not the Magnum. Is it the Valtra, the T6, or the T7 are the 3 options? I think I might get rid of the T6. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to get... you want the T7? That's an interesting one. T6, T6. Because like, the way that I'm looking at it is the T6 and the Fiat do the same things. They have the same... Do they have identical horsepower actually? T6, T6, T6. The T6 is 175 horsepower, but I mean the Fiat has 162, which is good enough. People say it's a John Deere. No, we're not getting into that again. It's not a John Deere, Nathan. People think it's a John Deere because they want John Deere and they'll see anything as a John Deere. It was most likely a Massey made badly by a firm that doesn't experience tractors too much. Hello, Josh. Keep the Valtra anyway. I might actually get rid of the T7, even though I've just upgraded it to a 210. Right, let's... Let's get this going. Oh my god, there's so much junk under my desk. This is what happens when my wheel isn't used for like a few days. Like all of the junk ever just conglomerates. It was either a Massey or a generic tractor shape. But I do have the wheel going again. We are hands-free driving for the most part. Hey, Rio. and Brad. John Deere is hitting their 100th year anniversary this year, and they've only advertised for about 5 of them. I just got the notification. I thought they were going out a bit slowly today. There we go. Brad, I'm making enough of a fool of myself in streams without having to sing. Hello, Finnish farmer. Let's get the forage wagon switched on. I seen enough as it is. Yes, Fatty, exactly. Managed to get that to do quadruple hiss. Hello, simulation for the nation. How are we all today? I'm good. I can't speak for everybody here. I'm good. Got myself a can of Pepsi Max because I am fancy. And I actually wanted a bit of caffeine. Didn't want to have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, so I just went for some Pepsi Max. Hello, Unbeatable Gaming. So we do have quite a lot left to go in this field, and I was getting a bit concerned that the well, I was the tiniest bit concerned that I might have run out of space in the thing with the silage clamp, but that's not going to happen. Hello, James Crockford. Sing Barbie theme again. No, that was a one-off. If I get 500 likes on a stream, I'll sing Barbie Girl again. Now there you go. There's your challenge. 500 likes for Barbie Girl. You're tired. Have some Pepsi or some coffee, Janice. That'll probably help. Faye's gonna complain that I'm not drinking tea. How long have we going for? About 15 minutes. YouTube's a bit slow with the notifications today. Hello, Gaming. I like Valtras. I don't mind. I actually quite like them. Oh, all is well. I have tea, says Fahy. Aren't you supposed to be like at work or something, Fahy, by the way? Hello, Max. Hello. Oh, God. Hello, Dan. Congrats on getting the Witchmobile, Witchy. I know I called it something else, but hey, PG and all this. Coke is much better than Pepsi. I don't mind either. The Pepsi Max is my favorite of all of the cola drinks. I just find it's the tastiest. It rhymed. JD Farmer does not like coffee. What car is she getting? She's actually getting a broomstick. A car shaped exactly like a broomstick. So she feels most at home. Renault Captur. I was close! I was close in saying something Sprite. I don't like lemonade. Or lemon and lime drinks, or whatever they want to call them these days. I don't like lemonades. I'm much more a fan of colas. And hot drinks. And sparkling water. Do have a thing for sparkling water. You're in just after 7. Yeah, no thanks. I haven't tried this with the Valtra yet. This is going to be interesting because I don't know if the Valtra is going to be able to pull it up the hill. This might have been a mistake. This is it's more powerful than the T7, but it's more MR than the T7. But like lemon juice. I do like lemon juice, just not like sparkling lemon juice. I think it's fantastic on pancakes with a bit of sugar or a bit of artificial sweetener, whichever you prefer. And I think it's great when you have a cold. RainbowDave was last online 2 hours before Faye was heading out the door. Yes, that is about right. How am I keeping? I'm doing good, Paddy. How about you? This seems to be handling the hill better than the new. Never mind. Come on. I believe in you, Valtra. I believe in the power of the Valtra. It's more or less made it to the top of the hill. Hello, United Ireland Gaming. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. Just, I'm having a good day. I've been a bit lazy. I've been up for a couple of hours, had a toasty, and then just kind of snoozed in the living room for a while. For some reason, I've been really tired of late. Who watches SML? Who's SML? Is Andy streaming anytime soon? Your guess is as good as mine, Paddy. He might stream today, but he's got a pretty bad cold. I was talking to him last night and he did not sound well. What New Holland is this? This is the New Holland T Valtra S series. It's a brand new Holland. How's the sleep pattern adjustment going? Yes. Not well. Didn't get to bed until like 5 o'clock this morning. Can't see your message on your second channel. No idea. First bit of spring barley is in today. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, this isn't a New Holland, by the way. This is the in-game Valtra, Timmy. Good lord, just I paint a Valtra blue and everybody thinks it's a mod. It's the in-game one. It's the in-game one that's just MR tweaked. And painted blue, which apparently has confused everybody into thinking that it's somehow magically a mod. And also a New Holland. Even though I keep accidentally calling it a Fent. Actually accidentally called it a Valtra that time. Will that pit before at the end? Probably not. I mean, we've only got this one field that I'm doing. Because I don't want like an insane... Oh dear. Yeah, no, that's not getting unbanned. We don't unban people who show no respect to modders. Do I think I might stream at Landy's time if he's sick? No. Simple reason is that that'd mean I'll be streaming for 4 hours, and I do need to record for tomorrow still. So can I please unflip? No, that's not what I wanted to do. I may have screwed myself here. No, yeah, thank you, Dan. First decision was right there, monster, don't worry. But I won't be streaming at Landy's time just because I need to record, and I need to have dinner, and I need to get tomorrow's video ready. I think I might get a Cold Brew video out this week, a roleplay video. Because I went on to Cold Brew last night. How much further is on this grass? None. This is just the grass that came out by default. I haven't actually gone around a full cycle yet. We're still kind of on the first cycle of seeding. I'm hoping some of the fields do grow soon so that I can get out with a fertilizer spreader, or actually a compost spreader. onto field 13 and the sprayer onto the other fields. I have decided to get rid of the sprayer and swap it out for something a bit bigger. Do I play seasons? No. Well, not on this map, but Colbra, yes. See you, Gaming Gamer. And hello, Worldwide Stone 3. And Cody Mitchell, hello. Oshin, hello. What's more impressive than my ability to roll a vehicle is my ability to write them back up. Very good. The thing is, the more you do something stupid, the more you can do smart things. So the more I roll stuff, the easier it is for me to get them back upright, because I know how the physics is working now. It's a lot easier to get stuff to go upright when you know the physics of how they fall over. Hello, Summer Haze and NHF as well. You only just got a notification. Yeah, YouTube's being a bit derpy today, unfortunately. Notifications are going out slowly, so make sure you check Twitter and Discord, guys, around 5 o'clock every day, because I do have a button on my stream deck to tweet that I'm going live. You can also check the Facebook page, facebook.com/RainbowDave Gaming. I think it's RainbowDave Gaming. Twitter.com/Rainbow_Dave. Discord.me/RainbowDave. That'll get you the Discord, the Facebook, and the Twitters. I'm gonna get cattle crops. I already have it on, man. I've been backed it a long time ago. And I'll be honest, I mainly backed it just to give Giants a kick up the backside. Because I've been hearing a lot of stuff lately that reduces my confidence in the devs and in the game as a whole, and the future it might have. Like, I think they're going for the right business model with releasing one game and then just using it as the DLC hub like Euro Truck does, or like SES does. That's probably the better model for simulators. However, I have heard that somebody involved in it mysteriously had a €90,000 Porsche almost immediately after the crowdfunding had finished. The crowdfunding had raised €300,000, so that's not good. It's also being run by the people who own ModHoster. Yes, all the social media links are in the description as well. It's very good. It's probably not worth buying, I'll be honest. It's run by the people who own ModHoster, who, quite frankly, ModHoster doesn't care about modders at all. They have zero quality control. So, like, they literally don't test anything. They have been known to give modders abuse for complaining about their mods being stolen, which is a big no-no for any mod site, unless you went way overboard and started, you know, cursing people out of it, in which case, yeah, you can kind of understand them getting a bit of a hard time. Oh, you got your key? I was wondering if you were gonna get a key. Hello, Matt Flynn and Laserbeam. I do have an Instagram before anybody asks, and it is in the description. Unlike some YouTubers, I actually pay attention to when these trailers are nearly full. You're gonna wait till Easter for the Easter sale. It won't drop it around Easter time. But Bill, get the Cobra copy taken down. Yep. It was down the next morning. But the simple fact that it was allowed to go up in the first place reduced my confidence in ModHoster and basically made it so that he doesn't trust anything to do with ModHoster anymore. There are some good mods on ModHoster, yes, because, I mean, Ego puts his stuff up there. Although he uses uploaded links, which are another rabbit hole entirely. Don't use uploaded links, guys. If you see a mod with uploaded links, Google the name of the mod, find the right version, and download it from a different website entirely. Because uploaded is just full of malware and spyware and all sorts of different stuff you don't want anywhere near your computer. You would have got it like a week or two ago, Faye. That's when I got mine, and that's when it went up on Steam, in fact. suppose the bright side of having too much water and too much hay for the horse meat is that I don't need to worry about it now. I could also, in theory, buy more horses. I don't know why I'd want to, but I could. Let's not talk about that. Can you help me on Steam? No, I don't accept Steam requests. Unless they're from friends or people who I know who they are outside of YouTube. Because if I were to accept everybody and anybody, number one, my Steam would constantly have to be offline. And number two, if I were to forget to turn it offline for recording or something, it would basically mean somebody would more than likely send me a message saying, "Do you want to play multiplayer?" while I'm trying to record. Do I play Fortnite? No! I don't play many games. Played a bit of Skyrim last night for the first time since Christmas. And I might play some Automobilista tonight, actually, now that I got the wheel back. Bought all the DLC for that the other day, and I haven't had a chance to play it because my wheel's been down. So I might play some Automobilista tonight, check out the Britpack, check out Imola, check out Hockenheim. Yeah, saying that would just start the argument again, and that ain't happening today. We ain't talking about that today. I did see, though, yesterday that Farmers Dynasty is back on Steam. Whatever legal complaints and legal problems they had were apparently resolved. Cattle and Crops is still in a very early state in New Holland, man. I wouldn't expect it to be at version 1 until at least summer of next year. If not, maybe later than that even. There's gonna be some people who say, "Oh, Dave, you gotta show them respect because they're developers of the game and they know what they're doing." Yes, they do know what they're doing vaguely, but they're still learning. They're mod developers primarily. They got one or two people. They got one person who knows the engine, and I think 2 or 3 other people who have made a game before. But in terms of knowing what time it's going to take them to do things, they're still very much learning. And they've learned recently, in December, that they shouldn't give timelines for things. As silly as that sounds, because it's... people will take that as gospel. And, you know, the original timeline they came out with, it would have been out in the middle of last summer. And as soon as I saw that, I said, no, that's not realistic. It'll be 2018 at the earliest now, and kind of revising that to 2019. Just looking at how far they've come and how much I feel there's left to do, and the setbacks they've had with Giants taking the Horse license away and getting the exclusive license with Horse. There's so much they need to do. I still think there's... I want to say, if they want to do it right, minimum a year of work left for them to do. Possibly anything up to 18 months. Got Cattle and Crops on Steam, cost you £30, 99 pence, yeah. And like Simulation for the Nation said, it's a massive jump from making a mod to making a game. Because with a game, you don't have pre-existing code to work with. You don't have code that you can tweak. With a game, you gotta come up with that code. You gotta come up with those models in the first place. You gotta come up with how the game's gonna look, how it's gonna play, how it's gonna do this, how it's gonna do that. With a mod, it's just like, well, how can I tweak this bit of the game that already exists? You know, there's a very, very big difference. And while some of the people working on Cattle and Crops I don't like the way they run certain things, but there's such a massive difference between what they're doing now and what they're known for doing. And this is coming from somebody who has been in their shoes and was working on a game at one point and quit after 2 years of nothing being done. With mods, there are reference points. With games, it's a lot harder. You're gonna make a sand pit or a dirt pit in the forest under Mart. Why? Why is the first question I have when I see that? Because that makes no sense to me. Didn't bother checking how full the pit was last time I was emptying. Since it's been through Kickstarter successfully, do they need to produce the product that was advertised? Here's the thing, they don't, but at the same time they can't just take the money and run. All they have to do, because of Kickstarter, is work on it. They don't need to actually produce a product. The promises are just kind of, if we can do this, we'll give it to you. What's it's the difference. The difference between modding and making a game is the difference between doing a coloring book and painting the Mona Lisa. Oakfield's not on console yet. Give it time. I've heard there are 83 mods in for testing. Or at least there were yesterday. There's possibly more, possibly less now. And remember, Giants have the DLC coming up. Giants do have that DLC, the Ropa DLC, which I know a lot of you guys won't be buying, and I don't blame you guys. Because it does just fill the same gaps that Ropa does, or that Homer does in-game. You know, there's only one piece of equipment that's completely new and hasn't been done by Giants before. But it replaces Homer directly. And that's what it's for. Hope they're not all prefabs. I hope a few of them are. Kind of being selfish here, because I'd like some good prefabs coming out soon. Especially British-style sheds. There's a real lack of them. British-style houses and buildings would be really nice. Do you know what, actually? I just looked. We're kind of in the... it's a revamp of Homer. Yeah, it's just kind of a relicensing with a similar brand. Gonna use Homer until the license runs out. Yeah, I honestly don't blame you. I'll be getting Ropa to do a review on it, and I can probably tell you right now my review will be, well, this is just Homer with a different colour, effectively. They might have some... The thing is, it's the last DLC for the game, the last official one, so it will have some big hints as to what's going to happen in FS19 with vehicles. Now, what I think is going to happen, I'm not going to say what it is, because I don't want to get people's hopes up and you know, have everybody say, Dave, you said they'd be doing this, and they didn't. If what I think will happen, or if what I think will happen happens, it won't be in the Ropa DLC. It'll appear magically in FS19. Current whip map may as well be called Thornfield West Bay. Mine would be Thornfield West Bay Cove B. Ton. Homer owns Ropa, just like Echo owns Fenton Massey. Yeah, but the Ropa license would probably be cheaper than Homer itself. Because I don't see... I've killed the horse, I've killed the trailer, we're going good. And actually I've taken a couple of things from Oakfield as well. Oh dear, yeah. My map is just a hodgepodge of different things from different places. Shopping at the same supermarket, yeah. Taking inspiration from certain places as well for the sell points. Coon DLC is the best DLC. Gonna disagree with you, Kieran. I think the best DLC for FS17, so far at least, because I'm gonna bet the Mats is gonna be better than this, was the Horse DLC. That's the one that I found had the highest quality, the most interesting things in it. Coon did add some really cool stuff as well, don't get me wrong. But I just Horse added so much more than Coon or Big Bud or Platinum. Yeah, it felt like Giants went because they could. Yes, Oshin. Favorite so far is Coon. No, mine has to be Horse. I think. Can I help you on Discord when you're done? If it's about mapping, Google it. If it's anything to do with GE, Google the problem you're having first, and then, if you can't find an answer, then ask me. Because I'm kind of in the same boat as Bullet Bill. If it's a very simple question that can be Googled really quickly and really easily, I can answer it. It's not a problem. If it's how to do something, I'm not answering if you haven't Googled it. It's something in G. I can almost guarantee you Google will have the answer then, Oshin. Because believe it or not, I don't know everything about GE. I very frequently, very frequently end up Googling stuff to see, is this possible? Is this a thing I can do? And if there's no answer through Google, I'll give it a try. Goes for like English people. If you're German, you probably say it's the worst. Yeah. I know how to make fields. That's a very easy question to Google, Oshin! That's a basic, that's an FSUK, that's... Seriously, Oshin, that's the kind of stuff that you need to Google because it is the absolute basics of the basics when it comes to maps. Or look at... Too lazy to Google. Well, don't ask me then. If you're too lazy to Google, I ain't gonna bother answering your question either. If you don't want to Google your question, don't ask it. Because if you're too lazy to Google, I'm too lazy to answer. YouTube, really good as well. There's so much out there for map makers, and yet I still keep getting asked the dumbest possible questions and the laziest possible questions. How do you put grass down in GE? Well, have you bothered looking at Farm Sim modding for dummies? No? Why? Because it's in there. And you have it. I can guarantee you have it, Oshin, if you look through the Farm Sim files. It's just textures. The hard part, and it's not even hard, is field definitions. And it's only hard because it's so boring. Like, the hard parts of GE are usually hard just because they're boring. And it's very easy to just lose concentration and forget what you're trying to do, and you make a slip up and oh no, I've ruined it. You're a noob. I'm a noob at GE, yet I know the answer to that question. Ask Bullet Bill, he'll tell you very openly that I have... Actually, ask Bullet Bill, Oxygendavid, any map makers, and they'll tell you I have never gone to anybody with a question that wasn't like... You know, I've noticed this. Is this a thing? You know, if I go to them, it's because I'm asking the logic of something, or they've given me some advice and I'm just asking them a few kind of additional questions to get it all straightened out in my head so that I know the logic behind it, instead of just like, okay, so this is what you do. I like If you know the logic behind doing something, it is much easier to do the thing. How much do the... Oh my god. 280,000 litres of silage and it's compacted 6%. I'm going to do that off camera with something that I'm going to keep a secret. What we are going to do today, though, is we are going to... I haven't thought this through at all. Are the... Actually, are the... we're going to go up and check the potatoes because I want to check if they're growing. They are growing, and there's vague tram lines in there. It's a horrific mess, but there's vague tram lines. That density is about right for the potatoes as well, which is nice. So if the potatoes are growing, is field 34 growing? It is! Now I get to see the true wonder of the tram lines, and oh my god, that looks really nice. Yeah, that's gonna look seriously nice when it's fully grown. Like, amazingly nice. That's gonna be sweet. So with field 34 starting to grow, I think it's only fair that we do something a bit fun. And something that I haven't done yet on this map. Which is teleport over to the T6 can do it, for sure. Needs something with a front hydraulic, so the T6 can handle this easy peasy lemon squeezy. Gonna need to, whoops, put the front loader down. And we'll go up and grab the equipment we need for this. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Because I know, I know people forget to hit the like button. It's a thing that I do regularly. So I need to come at it. Oh, but not this sort of angle. That's smashing into the wall. I tried playing with the auto shut off. I actually used GPS mode simulation. GPS mode is the best because you get nice straight tram lines every single time. This is going to be the only time I use this sprayer, by the way, because I'm going to be swapping it out for something much bigger in immediately after I've done this, actually. Because this sprayer is just an awkward width, and it's good if you have like a 4 meter seeder, but with the 6 meter seeder, it's just too awkward to be worth its while, or to be worthwhile. So let's just get this into the trigger vaguely. Has he got a separate trigger for liquid fertilizer? I think he does. That's interesting. So this is going to be interesting to say the least, because I'm going to be following the tram lines. I will leave the normal tires on the T6. It's going to be a bit wonky. Yeah, it does, and that is really cool. Like, you can do half shut off and toggle your it wasn't wrong to select any boot, it was just that that part of the trigger wasn't working for whatever reason. You can toggle the ridge markers correctly and realistically. So I've completely mucked up here, because because I actually need to go down that gap to the left, as it is now. Because we need to grab... Or we need to get to field 34. I'm not going to teleport over. We're going to drive all the way over. We're going to fertilize that. We're going to give it a good spray. If you have it on... If you have Proceed on auto mode with... Courseplay, it will actually do like full headlands and it'll look quite legit. The way that I did it is actually 100% legit as well. Actually, off camera went and calculated everything out, and the headlands are more or less correct for what they would be for an 18-meter width. Granted, this cedar is actually 21 meters, so they are slightly wrong. Chat's gone quiet. Yes, it has, and it's kind of annoying. Hello, Liz. Sorry you're late. You're not late. The stream's still going. We're not even out of the first hour yet. Don't feel bad about showing up towards the tail end of the first hour. Anyone see anything on CD's website after Giants shafting him? Giants didn't shaft him. It's the way he just... Oh my god. CD likes to embellish the truth. Giants told him that the Abbey had too many polys and that he could do better, and he took that as them shafting him. Do I have a favourite Irish map? Yes, it's mine. Because none of the ones that have been released so far have been any good, in my opinion. Cooking dinner while watching? Very nice. See, yeah, CD thinks things that aren't true at times. I'll put it that way. He has a habit of embellishing the truth. If you're watching CD, I know what you've done. But people seem to think that when I call people out, it's because I don't like them or because I'm some sort of know-it-all. It's more a case of, no, I know what they're like and I know when they're lying. Or just plain wrong. But people like having the narrative of me as the bad guy for whatever reason. Probably because I'm the guy that's able to talk the most. So let's hook into the tram lines here. We will unfold the spire. Pretty much NHF, or no man. That's kind of it. He took as a personal insult when Giant said, "No, dude, you can do better." Like Oxy and Bill had a laugh when the West Coast and Oakfield failed for silly reasons. They've openly said, and I've openly said, the reasons were silly. You know, they've had a joke, and you know they take that stuff and they learn from it, and that's fine. Other mod makers maybe take it a bit too much to heart and take it a bit too personally, which is, I guess, up to them. But you know, you shouldn't ever take anything the Giants say personally because they're looking out for the business side of things. You should never take anything I say personally unless I'm giving you, you know, unless I'm aiming a personal insult at your direction. Yeah, ooh. Made aims of those tram lines, apparently. Basically, yeah, basically fix it and get on with it. 85 mods in testing at the moment. It's quite a few. The Giants only have, I think, 3 testers, so that's going to be a little while for them to go through. Kind of thought we'd be entering into... well, we probably are entering into the period that always tends to happen of mods with questionable quality. No offense to the mod makers out there, but we are, I think, in the questionable quality period of mods. So, some mods are going to be better than others for a little while. Wonder if there are any good Irish ones in that 85. Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, the fields just look so much more realistic with Proceed. Plus, I did do a little tweak to... there you go, Yanis. I did do a little tweak to the crop densities as well on the map, and you can see that it looks so much more legit. So there's a double tweak going on here. There's Proceed, which has laid the tram lines down, and then there's my crop density tweak, which just has the crop being that little bit more dense, actually quite significantly more dense. When it's fully grown, it's going to be just blocks of crop everywhere, like it would be in real life, and it just looks so much more legit than the default, which is, to be fair, done for optimization. That's not a slide on Oxy. I did what I did because I know I can do it, and I know more importantly my PC can handle it. You don't think your PC can handle an edit, don't do it. It's advice from somebody who's done dumb edits in the past that the PC couldn't handle and then wondered why there were optimization problems with the map and why I suddenly had frame rate issues. Here we go, hook into this tram line here. So we do need to hook like this. Probably just American and German stuff, more than likely. British one, hello. Wouldn't mind a few more British mods. One thing I'd really like to see is a lot more classic tractors, especially in FS19. Sorry for background noise. My sister and her friend have just arrived. They're coming in for the evening, I think, and possibly. My sister's going to be around for the week. She's got work. So there's going to be a little bit of background noise for a little while they arrive and get settled and bring their stuff up here and stuff like that. So you can see there that the difference in width of 3 meters is causing a minor issue with the spraying. You'd love a kid double shot. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if it's even possible. Dense crop looks really good. I don't know who posted that, because I didn't. I did this kind of in secret and just kind of had it as a thing what I did, because I personally like crops being a bit more dense. Oxy and Bill intentionally dumped down the crop densities just to basically increase frame rates. It's a little trick you can use because crop density is one of the biggest eaters of frame rates in farm sim. So if you reduce crop density down to a reasonable amount, you can increase FPS. What I've done is I've done the exact opposite. Is I've reduced the quality of the game slightly. I've reduced the graphics options, but I've increased the crop density, so I'm getting a lovely solid 60 FPS with okay-ish graphics. I might bump the graphics back up now that I'm not using XSplit anymore and see how OBS deals with that kind of stuff. That post is pretty old. Ah, okay. It's an old trick as well, just bumping up crop densities to make stuff look more dense and more legit. Not something that you should do. Does it give me a better yield? Nope, I haven't tweaked the yield at all. It's just a looks thing. I'm not going to get any more or any less crop out of this field than I would otherwise. And I will need to redo this tweak on Oakfield V1.1 or V1.01 or whatever Oxy's called it, with the changes to pricing and changes to different textures and stuff. So I will have to redo these tweaks, but it's not that big a deal to me. It's a 5-minute edit at most. It's something that I can do, not blindfolded because I need to see the numbers, but overspray pretty easily. I muted my mic for once. Bit of overspray. Yeah. That's the downside, is I had to set proceed up for 18 meter tram lines. This sprayer is 21 meters, so there is a bit of overspray going on here. It's just a thing that you have to deal with. But it does look quite legit, driving a tractor down the tram lines in you know, doing a bit of spraying. Just looks so much more legit. This field, by the way, is seeded in millet, which is one of the multi-fruit crops on PC only on Oakfield. I believe this is the one that has the really nice texture that I love. Wouldn't want to get a cold down the mic. It's more so they don't blow your ears off. Do I ever play in first person? Yes, but to play in first person I need to wear this hat because I got head tracking on, and this hat is very uncomfortable. Which is why I tend not to wear it during streams, and I'll tend to wear it for videos. Because during videos I can take the hat off when I'm doing stuff that I don't intend on having on camera. You don't need to fertilize and crop. Yeah, well, most people would fertilize through tram lines. Hello, Pierre. Does Proceed work with Courseplay? Yes. Landy uses it quite frequently with Courseplay, actually. It's on the mod hub, by the way, if you want it. There is a GitHub version as well. I'm using the mod hub version because I'm still kind of learning the mod, and I prefer to learn mods in stable configurations if I can. Chat's quiet today. It has been quiet for a few days. Where do we have mods? Giants Mod Hub primarily, and FSUK. They're the two sites that I'll use the most because they're the two sites that I trust the most. I do go to other sites occasionally because they do have some good mods that aren't stolen. And yeah, sometimes you gotta be careful of Courseplay, because Courseplay likes going off on weird little tangents, and GitHub is actually a really good place to get mods that are kind of work in progress scripts and help out with them. Is Landy streaming tonight? I don't know, Billy. I can actually, let me get our phone up here. That is when you keep bridge markers on auto simulation. It's what's this about? Oh wow. Let me just send Landy a message on Facebook real quick. Actually, if I do it over here. Yeah, he said he'd try to stream earlier, and I just kind of trying to figure out. Was saying Ego spent 800? I believe so. I've just realised I've been using Top Chat this entire time. I'm sorry if people have been going in live chat and... Just got word from Landy, he is streamed today. Hello, Jag, by the way. Ooh, was Courseplay glitching that out? Hello, Massey. Just got word from Landy. He is going to stream today. What map do I prefer, Oakfield or West Coast? Right now, Oakfield, just because I'm not burnt out of it. West Coast, I kind of burnt out of a bit, so I might return to it at some point. Look again, Laserbeam. It's modhub.us. ScumHub is banned. Because they just steal mods and have absolutely zero respect for modders. Quite frankly, I lose respect for anybody who uses that website at all. Because that is just chock full of stolen mods and viruses and stuff that you should not be downloading. What's the point of Top Chat? Your guess is as good as mine, NHF. It honestly, it's an annoyance. Do I use no-till a lot? No, I don't. I very rarely no-till. I quite like cultivating, and I quite like plowing, so I try to avoid no-till where I can. So it's looking like I'll need to just go over to another field and do some spraying with this to get rid of the rest of the liquid fertilizer. Because I want to get a 36-meter wide sprayer of some description. Well, yeah, Blash, that's a way to use it. Use it as a magazine for new mods. Don't use it as a mod site. It annoys me too, because like it defaults to Top Chat, and for streaming, I like seeing all the chat messages, even if they're a bit spammy, because, I mean, sometimes I'll intentionally ask you guys to spam. And not letting me see that kind of stuff annoys me. Like, it should be defaulting to live chat with an option for Top Chat, as opposed to the other way around. It's another ridiculously stupid decision YouTube have decided to push on everybody without bothering to check if that's something people actually wanted. Whereas stuff like, you know, manual reviews of videos that they've deemed as non-monetizable friendly is something that they're working on still. And Logan Paul's still on the damn website. Because he did nothing wrong, apparently, according to YouTube themselves. He did nothing wrong apart from break the terms of service in about 5 different ways, you know. No big deal, he shouldn't be banned. I would be, but I mean Logan Paul, oh no, he shouldn't be. He doesn't deserve to be banned for what he did. Despite the fact that anybody else would be banned for what he did. Also, I love how YouTube notifications never work, but their new chat system seems to. Your headphones might be going bad. Why is this, Yanis? If it clicks every so often, I'm noticing that I'm peaking the mic periodically. So it might be that my mic's peaking out and it's not your headphones, Yanis. Especially if you hear like a clicking noise, I can always reduce my mic a bit. I want to talk to Landy after his stream today. Which I probably will get a chance to. Just the volume control one side shuts off. Okay, yeah, that's not something related to my side of things. They're almost infallible. They've got this superiority complex because they're almost infallible, and it's just like, get rid, you know, they're the most toxic element on YouTube right now is Logan and Jake Paul, because they can get away with everything because YouTube lets them get away with everything. You know, people out there thought that, oh, YouTube doesn't have double standards for anything. Look at Logan Paul and what he did and what punishment he got. Then imagine anybody else did it. Burning dinner. Whoopsies. That's not good, Witchy. I'm sick of them too. I really am, Oshin. It's... because, like, they're hurting my income. That's the thing. That's the thing that infuriates me, is they're getting away with the stuff that's hurting me. Directly. And there's nothing I can do. That said, when Logan Paul gets his ass sued off him, his ass handed to them by the real Maverick clothing line for infringing on their trademarks with his Maverick clothing line that he has no rights to use the name. You know, he's going to learn very quickly that he's not infallible, he's not unbeatable, he's not a god. He's going to lose. He's going to lose a lot of money. He's going to lose the majority of his income because he's going to have to pay back every single penny he made from his clothing line because he had no right to use the name and he profited off it. And I'm going to be so happy when that happens. Yes, I am on Oakfield Farm the Boss. It says it in the title and the description and the thumbnail. So I don't know how you managed to make it this far without seeing what map I'm on. I'm not very vengeful usually, but I mean some people just deserve it. Hey James, actually going good today. Having a bit of fun playing about the Pauls again. He's selling under a different name now. It doesn't matter. He profited off the Maverick name for many months, so he's still gonna get his ass handed to him. Hey, Sun Gaming. And from what I've heard, most of his income was from merchandise, so he's gonna lose millions. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna manually just move some bales here. Yeah, screw it. Let's get the is the telehandler set up for bales? No, but this kind of is. Let's get this up to the 2 hay bales in the field over there. Hey, Michael. That concept probably hasn't passed into his desk. It won't, and he'll claim to be the victim, despite the fact that he was, you know, effectively stealing another company's money. Am I? I'm good. I'm really good. Things are starting to go my way. Should I have the horse? I actually like it going 30, to be honest. Like, it's a logical speed for a pony, which is what it's supposed to be. What's happening? I'm driving a telehandler. This is not a telehandler, this is a skid steer, Dave. I'm driving a skid steer, not a telehandler. I'm just going to collect a couple of bales because I abandoned them up in that field there and just want to grab them. I can't be bothered using big piece of equipment so that the skid steers coming down or coming up at the working yard for this. Pony is faster than the T-Dub. It actually goes the same speed as the T-Dub. Imagine racing an MP. Well, that's the thing, is you could give somebody one of the ponies that doesn't have water or doesn't have hay. I mean, you could really easily cheat if you were to race those little ponies. If you're new here and you haven't done so yet, feel free to subscribe. And feel free to hit that like button, especially if you're enjoying. Let's hit this button. If you want games on the cheap, outside of Steam sales, check out Instant Gaming. They've got a Chrome browser plugin that lets you check and compare the prices to Steam on any given day. Via the Steam website, in fact. So if you go onto the Steam page of a game you want, it'll give you the Instant Gaming price of it. And you can figure out which one's cheaper. If you want to buy it on Instant Gaming, that is my referral link that I just put into chat. And it is 100% legit. It's not G2A. It is a legit website. They get keys legitimately. It's going to be interesting to see some stuff after the stream. I need to check my emails. Because Landy got sent something very interesting in his emails earlier on that I'm not going to reveal. It's up to him to reveal, and don't start annoying him about it. I don't expect to be said the same thing, but I can hope. I can hope. As the skid steer just kind of bobs its way nose first down the hill. Not entirely sure what it's trying to do. Kind of surprised at how well the skid steer's performing, I'll be honest, because this is quite heavy for it. I mean, it is, you know, 10,000 litres, 11,600 litres of hay it's just transporting around like it ain't no thing. Let's sell these bales off straight away. Last from Peter J. Nope. Do you get, from one of the word, a Steam version? Yes, you do get a Steam key from Instant Gaming. That's where I buy a lot of games now. Like, I'll compare prices between Instant and Steam, and if it's better on Instant, I'll buy it on Instant. If it's better on Steam, I'll buy it on Steam. Myself and Landy have a habit of using each other's referral links. Because it gives us tiny little kickbacks that we can use to buy more games. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to pop a couple ads. Because I want to check my emails and just see if I got the same email Landy did, out of curiosity. I did not, which is interesting. So the next question is, I'm just going to check a couple of things on a website here. Because I am kind of curious. Is this gonna... Let's just pure... Just go to that. Okay. I might try and email them tonight then. Okay. There we go. Hello, TMC Farms. How do they manage to cut the price? They get keys directly from the developers, so they don't have to pay the in-between price for Steam. Because Steam takes a cut from all Steam sales, but if you get given a key by the dev, you basically get to charge your own price and give the money back to the devs. So let me think, what do I want to do now? Because I mean the next two jobs are getting cows and getting them fed, and getting field 31 seeded, and I don't think anybody wants to watch me seeding again. I don't think anybody really wants to watch me do the cows just yet. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Is could do this field, but this is a lot stupid big for sugar beets. I mean, it'd be stupid good money. What fields have interesting crops? I'd like to buy another field, and I'd like to get one with an interesting crop. So field 6 has rye in it. Field 34 has millet. Does anything have oats? No. Okay. Trying to decide what to do next, and it's not going well. Poplars. Poplars will be done on this map, by the way. I do have a plan for poplars. I love how ridiculous this bit of music is. It's like Indian dance dubstep. So I think the next logical job is going to be with the T7. I would have preferred to do this in a video, but I mean, we've got 45 minutes left in today's stream, so we'll do this now. Is, do Pop doesn't feel 43. Nope! There is one other job I could do today, actually, that I kind of forgot. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do that instead. So, have I changed the shed by the placement area? Have I turned around? I haven't touched any of the map in GE itself, other than bits that I've taken out from my own map, with permission, by the way. Very interesting. I'm trying to think and drive at the same time, it's not going well. And the fact that chat is completely silent isn't helping. You guys are the worst chat lately. You just don't talk. I play Seasons in my free time. I don't play Farm Sim in my free time, generally speaking. If I'm doing off-camera work in Farm Sim, I'm usually working with stupid big equipment. Just to get stuff done quickly. Hello, Game for Life. Which he's eating. Well, that's fair enough. Everyone's gaming or asleep. It seems like it. Do I have to go wakey wakey again? Do I have to wake people up? Let's nip in here. I got 2 jobs I can do with this stuff. We'll grab the animal trailer, because I'm doing it all legit. NHF is tired. I mean, I'm tired too, but that's not going to stop me from talking. Is Andy live today? Yes. Spoke to him real quick and he is going to be live today. Trying to get rid of the number plate in this very tractor. That's very easily done, I believe. Just enter the whole world of pain off camera. Use the biggest stuff you can, dude. That's actually why I have creator tools. It's just so that I can cheat in ridiculously huge stuff off camera. Just for ease of getting stuff done. Because like I've got a lot I want to get done, and having to sit down for 4 or 5 hours and do off-camera work, just not for me. Eating tea, is that healthy? Yes. Because it's like supper or dinner. It's another word for supper or dinner. I love simulating games. This trailer seems very low. Can I raise the trailer up at all? No, that's sitting very low to the ground. So we're going to pick up some sheep here. I know I said I was going to do cows, but I remembered that I actually wanted to buy some sheep today as well. We're going to buy about... How many pigs did I buy when I bought pigs? Because they've multiplied since, no doubt. I bought about 25 pigs. Let's buy about... No, I don't want pigs. I want sheep. I'm gonna want to buy about 25 sheep as well. then we're gonna buy 25 cows. Use the animal trainer on motto that it holds 5 animals. No, because I want to hold a reasonable number of animals. Just check the weather, not happy. Oh, that good, Yanis. Processing straw pellets. Oh, God, yeah. I've heard of Midwest Radio. Probably. I don't know. I don't listen to the radio. Like, if I'm in a car, the radio's on, but I tend to only listen to, like, what music's on. I don't know what. -90. No thanks. You can have it. Keep it. Keep it over there. I believe Sim's moving to Bristol. Neither can I! Well, it's going to be kind of convenient because I happen to know there's an airport in Bristol. So it actually increases the chances of me, Landy, and Sim eventually meeting up all in one place at some point. Which I'm pretty sure everybody would want to see happen. And we'd probably end up doing like videos and stuff. Saying, hey look, the 3 idiots are actually together. Be afraid, be very afraid. Full trailer holds 4 or 5 animals behind a more modern car. I mean, that's up to you, but I like pulling trailers that actually hold a reasonable amount. With Sim behind the camera. I don't know! He might decide to go in front of the camera as well. You never know. So I believe the sheep yard is up here. No, the sheep are down over here. Yeah, that makes sense actually. See you, Michael. You doubt many people are going to be listening to Midwest Radio in America or Australia or wherever. So that's where the things spawn. See, now I'm looking for the unload area for the sheep, and I'm wondering if it could be gateway up here. Yes, yes it is. And I've conveniently blocked it off with a bloody magnum. There we go. Just kind of nudge the magnum out of the way here so that I can unload the sheeps. I want to unload the sheeps, and I also want to move the magnum now because it is just in the way. Hello, VF. Wonder if Landy's gonna show up, because I can tell him something real quick in very vague terms that he'll understand that you guys won't. Why don't I use the barn? It would help Riki help. What? You asking why I'm not pulling into the barn? He's not in TeamSpeak yet. Okay. Tell him if he shows up before the end of the stream, because if not, I can be in later on anyway. Tell him I said that game that he got today. He wasn't on Team Chat. The game that he got today is not worth covering at all. I've been looking at views for it, and it's just basically zero. Also, I didn't get it, but I mean, that's a separate thing. Kind of, in a way, glad that I didn't get it. Because, yikes, that game is, yeah, already dead, and it's not even out. You requested it, so did I. I mean, you're not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. Views are already dead on it. I'll look at the team chat when I'm finished. I can check in a second. I'm going down Illustrator. Actually, I can check now. And VF, what Landy said to in the team chat was honestly correct. You ain't missing out on anything. See you simulating games. Hello, Tyler Schra. See, the thing is, like, you're on the outside looking in with some of this stuff. I'm on the inside looking at it, and I can tell you that, like, you're not missing anything. Yeah, you might feel like you are. You're not. Although I did get a game today that I requested a while back. But I find myself now checking it every time my phone goes up. About the other people you're trying to contact. Yes, the people that won't reply to you. You're missing out on nothing, dude. The amount of problems and issues we've had with their games across the board. In all honesty, you're probably actually, they're doing you a favor by not wrecking your PC and not pushing your graphics card to 100% regardless of what you're doing. Map is so beautiful with Seasons. I kind of wish I could play this with Seasons, but I don't want to run into the trap where I'm stuck doing the same thing for days at a time. Days at a time, or weeks at a time. Which I don't mind too much on the Cobra series, because that's a roleplay series, so I can get a... I feel like I can get away with that more, but in the standard, bog standard Let's Play, yeah, not so much. Whew. Don't get me wrong, they've got some very interesting ideas, it's the execution that's the problem. Like, I'm not saying all of their ideas are bad, it's the way that the way that everything works is bad. Everything, Eagles Fence are awesome too. Fair enough. VF and I are talking about something completely unrelated that we're intentionally being vague about. By the way. But I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by not getting what Landy was sent today, to be quite honest. Looking at the views and even like the graphics. I had a look on the one of the pages for it, and Unity, which means that it's either going to run really well or really badly. JCB would come in handy for this. I don't have a fast track flash, I sold it. I'm not going to be put out if I don't get it, because if I don't get it sent to me, I won't buy it. It's as simple as that. It's a game that I don't want to bother putting money into. It's a game I feel isn't worth what they're charging. Even though you can get it for a massive discount on instant. It's just not worth it. Kind of crops interest you far more. Some other stuff about that's worrying too, VF. The guy who runs that, who runs Mount Ulster, is involved very heavily with cattle and crops, and apparently, and I'm not going to name his name, but apparently he was seen. Hey, Bill, I'm just warning VF about cattle and crops. Apparently, he was seen not long after crowdfunding finished with a brand new Porsche. Farm Manager. No, I have Farm Manager. I've played it, got really confused, and as it turns out, the game was broken, and I didn't realise. So I wanted 11 sheep in this shipment. Yes, 11 sheepies in this shipment. Come on, there we go. Right, off we go to the sheeps. Then I'll need to get the trophy hopper out. Everybody's favourite piece of equipment. The fact that he's involved in that mod host is going to be the kind of core place for mods concerns me greatly. It's got so much potential, but it'll never live up to it because they just won't have the quality control there. They just won't. Unless Mod Hoster suddenly starts testing cattle and crops mods specifically, there won't be any quality control in the mods, and it'll just be like, there'll be loads of mods, but they'll all be bad. Or the vast majority of them will be. Hello. How am I today? I'm good. I'm in a really good mood. I didn't mention this since the start of the stream. I got my wheel working again. I spent 3 days trying to fix this damn thing, and then I remembered I didn't try something that was so hilariously basic that I probably should have tried it first. And that was turn my PC off, plug the wheel in, great demand at sawmill for straw pellets. I don't have any straw pellets. I do have straw pellets. How much are they willing to pay? How much is the sawmill willing to pay for straw pellets? Well, we've got our next job lined up. We're selling some straw pellets at sawmill. Oh, is this something? It would have been like it's usually nothing. It's usually just like unplug unplug, plug back in, or restart Logic Profiler. Nothing was working. I turned my PC off, plugged the wheel in while it was off, turned the PC on. Nothing. It didn't work initially, which is slightly concerning. Unplugged, plug back in, and then suddenly Logic Profiler was like, "Oh yeah, you've got a G27, don't you?" Oh, I remember that thing. Tomorrow you're gonna plow on your work. Hope you mean in the field and not like in the actual building, because that wouldn't be. I don't think that'd be very good for the plows. I don't think they're made to kind of handle concrete too much. Hey, Landy. That game you got sent today. Have you looked at what the views have been like for other people? Because maybe it's not worth it. It's not worth even trying. The thing is, VF, I tried turning it off and back on again in 17 different ways, and I forgot the simplest way. Like, I legitimately uninstalled all the drivers 3 times. And gave myself a headache yesterday trying to figure it out. What game was he sent? It's up to him to say, I'm not going to say. When we get sent games... Oh, by the way, Landy, that game that I spent so long complaining about, I got sent as well. The game, there's a change of pace, maybe, but I don't know. I think... I don't know. But yeah, I got sent,
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave?
The game... I was complaining about. Mossy Grace 21, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. And just as a hint, if you... Okay, Landy's flat out said it. I didn't get it, by the way. And I'm not saying it's not worth it because I wasn't sent it. I'm saying it's not worth it because I've looked at Daggerwin's views on it. And oh my god, are Daggerwin's views tanked on it. And if he can't get views on it, nobody can. I will send Landy HF, if you can understand what I'm trying to say there. The game that you kind of strong-armed Koopa for. Got sent that today, and I'll be installing it later on tonight, this evening. Oh, it's you, Jack. Okay. Historical? Nope. Again, being intentionally vague. Do you know, I'll just say it. I was sent House Flipper today. In private with Landy and Sam and the guys in TeamSpeak, I was complaining so much because I didn't get sent it. Because there was some weird email glitch going on. But I did get sent it today. So I'll have a look at it off camera, and if I enjoy it, I'll probably do a video or two. You were too? Sweet. I'll probably do a video or two at the very least. Also, I did say yesterday I'd do more demolition and build. You applied for it last night. Nice. You got sent House Flipper or Pure Farming? I got sent House Flipper, Massey. I was asked to do more videos on demolition and build, but I'm gonna be blunt. It's not gonna happen. I looked at the views on yesterday's video, and they were just non-existent. The views just don't justify me doing any more content on it. If you guys don't want to watch a video, that's fine. I'll know not to make any more on something. Groundy, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Do I like House Flipper? I don't know. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. Yeah, they must have been sending out the keys today because I applied for that. Oh. Help me turn, sir! I've been betrayed. I was betrayed by my Jeep friend. So now we're going to pick up some cows. Actually, no, we're not. We're not. Because I want to feed the sheep first, which means... Where is it? Where is it? This boy is coming out. Small boy. It's been raining here in 17 Celsius. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm probably going to miss it because I still haven't recorded for tomorrow yet. I've been a lazy boy today, as per usual. Also, Andy, just FYI, chat's been stupid quiet again today. People just don't want to talk, and it's really getting on my nerves. Because it's very difficult to stream when nobody wants to talk in chat. And the whole point of streaming is being interactive with chat. Kind of annoying when I see 0 messages per minute and 63 people watching. It's great that there's so many of you watching, but please talk to me. This is a two-way conversation. It's not just me talking at you. I'm talking to you. That's House Flipper's very pretty optimized. Yeah. I think it was his first look on Pure got 104,000, but I'm talking his more recent stuff that has got like 20,000 views, which for him is atrocious. Down-screen chat broken? No, nobody was talking. You were talking. YouTube broke! God dang it, YouTube. My chat broke. Sorry, everybody. It's my way of saying I was feeling very lonely. Yes. Resting your bones. You've been asleep, haven't you, Fahy? Also, this field is massive for some sheepies. Does anybody want some free-range sheep? Because these sheep are very free-range. Just been a 200-minute conversation on your phone. AC, that is going to be hell for your phone bill. You'll be in bed early. You are so lazy, Faye. Feeling chatty? Yeah. I think YouTube signed me out. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I want to check something. I think YouTube's done something dumb again. No, it's just not registering people are chatting for whatever reason. Let me see the numbers and stuff. Just refreshing YouTube real quick as I check my emails again. Yeah, it's still saying 0. I think the messages per minute count is broken. Actually, I want to really quickly just pop that open in a new tab there. So that's there so I can look at that later. Get OBS open as well, because I forgot to open that, so that if somebody subscribes, I can say thank you to them straight away instead of waiting 30 seconds. You're on the go since about 6:30. It's only... You've only been on the go for 10 minutes, Fahy. Come on. Still there, Mozzie? Thank you, I think. This is a good word. Sweet? Good? Yes? Not often you see a lawnmower feeding sheep. With the grass, they should be eating it anyway. Might I add. This is, you know, I'm taking grass out of the field to put in the feeding trough down there so that the sheep will actually eat it. These are the fussiest sheep in the world. They need everything fed to them on a plate. I mean, in real life you'd probably give them high density food pellets, and they'd like eat the food anyway. So it's a bit odd that you have to feed them grass in FarmSid. Disclaimer, I don't actually know about the high density food pellet thing, I'm just guessing. Actually, especially if they're from mutton. If they're from mutton, you'd almost definitely feed them high density food because you want them well nourished, you want them to fatten up nice and quickly. It's the Profi Opera full. Honestly, sheep and cows harvest. Yes, that'd be sweet, but I don't know how. Is this now stuck? Is this... Come on. Yes! No! Yes! No! Yes! No! Yes! Oh dear. None of that. No! Oh no, I think it is actually stuck now. Oh, because I'm still in reverse.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Dave there.
Kathy, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh dear. I found that way too funny. I found that way too funny. Your sheep pellets during the winter when they're inside, there's no grass. Yeah, but you'd never like go out into the field the sheep were already in and cut the grass there, would you? Because the sheep would be doing that themselves. Like during the summer, for sure, you just kind of leave the sheep go and they'd eat their fill of grass. The same with cows usually. Because I know, oh, when was it? World War II, because I watched the BBC did like a documentary series on like what farming was like during World War II, and of course I watched it. And during World War II, farmers were encouraged to use cows as field management tools and as effectively manure spreaders by like sectioning off bits of meadows they wanted to get fertilized and leaving the cows work their way through the meadows and then sectioning off the next bit and the next bit and the next bit and just kind of moving the cows around the fields to get a nice even spread of manure on the fields without having to spend money effectively. Often wouldn't eat if you tried that. Yeah, I would imagine. Remember when you were watching roleplay in FSND? I didn't know much about roleplay. Yeah, the roleplay series can be interesting because I do get people coming in who don't realise it's a roleplay despite it saying roleplay in the title, and criticising things that I do or say. The most fun one was the Quentin one where I kept intentionally mispronouncing Sammy. And strip grazing, yeah, but it was because it was new in World War II in that era. It was very explained in great detail, and because it was you know, a documentary intended for everybody, not just farmers. Dan, do your thing. Because it was a documentary intended for everybody, they had to explain it in the most basic terms possible, which is just, you know, section off a bit, and then you move the cows into it, they eat, they poop, that's fertilizer on the field, you do the same thing in the next area. People think your name is Eddie. I don't know what people think my name even is at this point, because I've come up with so many fake names. And like, there's going to be a new fake name, hopefully at some point this week. Because Cobra Roleplay, the actual roleplay part of the series is going to start. What do I think of Demo and Build? I think it's really good, but unfortunately people don't want to watch it. Which is a bit of a shame. I enjoy the game. I'm going to play it off camera most likely. But if you guys don't want to watch it, that's fine. I won't make videos on it. Sorry to those of you who did enjoy the video that I put up yesterday, but too little views to even be worthwhile. And you know, this is my job, so I gotta be hypercritical of everything. This game makes you want to play it. Honestly, that's how I got into Farm Sim, Kathy, is I watched, who was it? NerdCube play Farming Simulator 13. And it looked so fun that I coming clean here, pirated the game, originally, and just started messing about with it. Then when I realized, hang on, I'm actually doing things seriously and enjoying the game, I bought it legitimately. Because I had like 100 hours in the game, and I was like, okay, this isn't fair to the developers. I have the money that I can afford this now, because a secondary problem was I just couldn't afford the game at first. It's not fair on the developers that I'm playing this game and enjoying it, and I've pirated it. And I did the same thing with ETS2, is I pirated it first, and when I realized, hang on, I'm enjoying this game, I bought it legitimately, which, you know, sometimes you like things you don't think you will. So, like, maybe try looking at different games. Where is the 110? What I want to do now is I want to grab the water trailer. And I should have seen that coming, shouldn't I? I really should have seen that coming. Yours was a legit cop from the start. Yeah, with me, I like, my reasoning for pirating originally was that I had no money. I couldn't afford the game. When I had the money that I could, I bought it immediately because, hey, I'm enjoying this. He's saying you got him into Farm Sim. So, like, maybe give games that you might not think you'll like a try. Now, if you don't think you'll like Demo and Build, give the video a watch, because it is a very interesting game. It can be repetitive, yes, but I think it's very interesting with the stuff they're doing. And I've just realised we've got about 10 minutes left. A bit less. How long more is the stream going for? Jack, I've just answered that question, comically enough. And that's the thing as well, is like, you want to make YouTube videos, well, do it. If you've got good enough internet, go over to Twitch and stream instead, though. YouTube is a platform that's kind of on the way out. Unfortunately, it's not somewhere where you should be starting now. It's somewhere where you should be kind of established-ish. I know that I'm not really well established. It was only 7,000 subs. Well, not well established in YouTube terms. In Farm Sim terms, I'm mid-sized channel, I guess. Not the smallest. One of the bigger streamers over here for sure for Farm Sim. Not the biggest, but you know, I know where I stand. Yeah, I did accidentally pop up on 2 wheels there, VF. Well spotted. This New Holland feed. I do need to change this to feed agri at some point. You don't really know what I really do. I play Farm Sim for the most part. Recommend a good 300 horse tractor. Good 300. I don't know. I think YouTube will done a few years. Yep. That's why I have a Twitch affiliate already set up. I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch in the evenings a bit more, or maybe during the day a bit more when I get my sleeping pattern fully sorted. And I'm gonna start getting vaguely established over there as a streamer as well. Twitch.tv/RainbowDave. That's not going to be a PG channel. It's not going to be a PG stream. YouTube, I'm PG on because that's what YouTube demands. Twitch, you can do whatever you like. So I'm dropping the PG over on Twitch. Yeah, I am actually the biggest Irish Farm Sim YouTuber, and I'm kind of. I'm going to openly say this. Kind of tempted to send an email to Giant saying, hey, I'm the biggest Farm Sim YouTuber in Ireland. Any chance I could be a media partner for FS19? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Love you guys. Kiss, kiss. What time do I usually stream on Twitch? No. Yes. I don't know. I haven't streamed on Twitch yet. Where is the water trailer? I do have a water trailer somewhere. I just can't remember where I put it. Oh, it's over the water tank over. Nope. Where did I put the water trailer? It is over here somewhere. Is it currently invisible? I know I have one. I know for 100% certain that I have one. I'm Irish? Yes, I am. That's not it. Did it ping off into space at some point? Or is it over here? I distinctly remember having a water trailer. Oh, yes. I moved it over to field 50. Yes, I remember now, because the, oh, I did a stupid. Yeah, Twitch Pedro will be very happy with. Because it won't be Farm Sim either, it won't just be Farm Sim, it'll be a bit of everything that I like. I'll still be going under the RainbowDave name. I'm close to the sub goal. I've been close to the sub goal 2 or 3 times. I've been that close 2 or 3 times. Hello, nicely Dutch. I am very good today. Greetings to you. We are about 7 minutes left in the stream, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I'm going to just teleport down to field 50 here and hope that I'm not stuck in anything. I'm not stuck in anything. I'm going to grab the water trailer from here because I completely forgot that I moved it down to the Crone Premos because that needs water. Just figure out a simple level. You're stuck in Portal 2. Portal 2 is probably my second favourite game of all time. No, maybe third or fourth. Whatever happened to the other YouTube. That's what the Twitch is now, effectively. That's what the Twitch will be. So, the stuff that you used to watch on my other YouTube is gonna basically just immediately go over to Twitch when I start figuring out when I can stream to Twitch. There'll be much more chill streams than maybe what some of you are used to. So I do have plans for tomorrow's video. I haven't got it recorded yet, but I do have plans in place. We're into the streams. So, yeah. See you, Landy. I'll be finishing up in 2 or 3 minutes anyway. Just want to give the sheepies some water, and then I'll talk about what's coming up in tomorrow's video and what you can expect in the future for the channel. Because I do want to talk about March 1st again. Some of you have heard this a few times already. Some of you might not have heard it at all. March 1st, I'm going to be changing up the channel a bit. We're going to be cutting down on videos to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means March 1st, there will be no video. And it'll be the first time in a while that there is intentionally being no video on a day. There will be a stream though, and I'll be streaming 7 days a week, Monday to Friday, 5 o'clock GMT. Mondays will be 5 to 6 before Simulate streams. Tuesdays to Sunday, basically, it's going to be the usual time. Maybe a bit longer some days, maybe a bit shorter some other days. And then Twitch streams will just kind of be... yeah, I'll figure that out at some point. I do actually plan eventually on doing some recording over on Twitch for this channel, so there will be some Farm Sim over on Twitch where I actually stream the recording session, so you guys get to see what happens when I record, which could be interesting. Unfortunately, it'll be without any overlay, without any chat interaction. It's just going to be kind of a test stream at first, for the most part. How much water do these guys actually need, good lord? These are the world's thirstiest sheep. They're almost full. The pigs do need to be sorted out again. But with the sheep fully fed and watered for 6 days, and this field looking an absolute mess, I'll clean it up off camera. I do have something ready to go off camera. We'll clean that up in no time whatsoever. With the sheep fully fed and watered, with everything kind of in a good spot to move on with video for tomorrow, which is going to be some composting, some compost spreading up over here in field 13, which actually has started to grow already. And there is a single tram line in field 13, wonderful. Just a single tram line running through the field, being all lonely. What I'll do is I'll do some compost spreading with the Abbey manure spreader tomorrow, in tomorrow's video, so make sure and catch that if you're interested. But until next time, could the mods actually grab today's video link and throw it into the chat? Because I almost forgot that. If you want, because Ian, I know you like spamming. Yanis, it's your excuse to spam too. It's the mods' excuse to spam. They get a bit of a reward for being good mods for the stream. Have you played Terratech? Don't think so, Kathy. But Well, that is going to be it from me for today. I'll leave you by saying... Hold that thought. Jeremiah Sherland, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'll leave you by saying... I've been Rainbow Dave, not Mainbow Rave. Thank you all very much for watching. You've been watching Oakfield Farm. I'm Farming Simulator 17. If you enjoyed, hit like and subscribe for more content. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.